What is up, everybody, and welcome back to another Cranky Ducklings cast. This is Battle of the Americas, weekly number 38, and I'm Yodaslim, joined by Light VIP. What is going on, Light?
What's up, Yoda? We're here. We're back in mate. 2 days in a row.
2 days in a row. It's been a while since then, and I haven't even been in a Battle of Americas cast in a long time. It feels like almost a year now. But yeah, since the last time I casted, Corona started. That's crazy. Pretty much started again, but yeah, it's good to be back. Looking at the bracket is very exciting, and this is a good first match. And speaking of first matches, in the bottom right-hand corner, it is Romanticide LE of the map. The bad is the team, and the player is a Terran from Brazil, and he goes by YanXII.
And spawning in the top left-hand corner of Romanticide LE, we have the Mexican Terran player, the Pink Terran. I love it. It's beautiful. He is representing TvT, which is Horus's clan, a caster. It is WhiteIdra.
Very interesting gamer tag there. Team tag. Clan tag team. I don't know what it is, but it's nice.
Yeah, it's kind of weird because it's like it's a very Zerg clan tag, but he's Terran. It's like
Yeah.
oh god, but yeah, like
We're starting with the TvT.
This is something that we almost never get. We may get some more of it later on. I know Vindicta signed up today, which is pretty exciting. So you know. They get some more Terran action.
Yeah, that's what I want to talk about on the bracket. This is the pinnacle of why I love this tournament. We're gonna have possibly Vindicta versus Paco Mike, and then maybe even in the finals, Cham versus Vindicta. Like you can't get much better than that. That's like a crazy TV crossover that you never see. That's why Battle of the Americas is great.
exactly. It's beautiful. Like we almost never get to see Vindicta outside of DreamHack, so it's gonna be great to see him. What happened here is pretty interesting.
Yeah. WhiteIdra went for the block, so he couldn't fully wall off, and there's really nothing to stop that. So Yanji in return went for his own bunker right there, just in case that bunker's used for something more.
But it's a fake out. Like,
yeah.
I think that's the exciting thing. So WhiteIdra, something that happened while you were gone is that we casted a lot more of WhiteIdra, and he's Masters 1. He's been able to take games off of some of these GMs, which is pretty exciting, but he's also pretty cheesy, and I think he has that kind of reputation. But going for something like this, like acting to be aggressive when you're just macroing up, like that's pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's a good start, not bad for WhiteIdra, but ENG is a pretty darn good player as well, so he kind of like fell for it, but in a safe way. He didn't like pull SCVs or anything crazy, or change his build order, so he just dealt with it in the simplest way possible, but still being safe. So he is aware of that cheese that is possible.
Yeah, like he feels safe enough, you know, he salvages the bunker, he doesn't need it, he's perfectly fine. Now he's going across the map with these 2 Reapers and this Hellion, and oh, you know, WhiteIdra, he has a little bit more here, so you can definitely he has to be careful. Oh god.
Yeah, and he's gonna lose. Yep, he lost the Hellion too.
Oh, and
not the end of the world, but an interesting little starting scrimmage here.
Yeah, and this is kind of scary because, you know, the tank is still on the way. There are going to be 2 Marines, and Marines are not what you want against like 3 Reapers and a Hellion. Like there's a potential here for WhiteIdra to deal some damage.
Yeah, he can micro these Reapers good if he's paying attention. He loses 1 Reaper. It's not the best in the world, but still decent. But if you think about it, that's like 1/3 of the firepower coming from these Reapers. Not even going to siege the tank. The tank is, well, it's pretty tanky, so they're going to be able to take it out, but they're going to still do damage. This is definitely worth it for WhiteIdra, I think.
Oh, yeah. I didn't even notice, but he even rallied a Marine across the map as well.
Yeah, he had 1 Marine in there, and it actually came in and did some work at the end.
Yeah. Oh, my God. So that was actually some pretty decent damage if we look at the units lost. Like, you know, for 3 Reapers, that's pretty good.
Yeah. He got the Marine out of there. He got the Hellion out of there as well. It's a pretty good start here. And now the Marine hides in the bushes.
That poor guy. He's like, he
Yeah.
needs a doctor. He needs some help. And his commander's like, nah, you're staying out there, mate. And oh,
Ooh, that was rough.
F's in the chat.
The life of a Marine.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
He's like, I'm injured. I need to come home. They're like, nah, you got it. You got it. Just let us know if a medevac's coming in. And he was like, medevac, and then he died.
God damn it. I mean, he was able to let him know, which is nice, but here we go. Now it's YanXI's turn to deal some damage, and it looks like WhiteIdra doesn't have too much, so he's going to be forced to cancel.
Yeah, which is bad, but not the end of the world. He canceled it. He can just put it on the high ground, and which he did do there, and he's still in a good position. But YanXI's YanXI. He's got more army as of now. He doesn't want to get too carried away with these. That would be a nice pickoff if he gets the medevac.
Oh yeah, yeah. That would have been huge. That would have, you know, gotten rid of the high ground vision and everything. It almost got too close to the Widow Mine. But YanXI kept it alive.
Yeah, I feel like he should have microed around it to get that, because I think if you get that medevac, you could drop the Vikings next to the tank and probably take on the 2 Marines and then go for the tank.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Pretty sure 2 Vikings take out 2 Marines.
For sure, for sure.
I don't think he even has combat shields yet. No upgrades from either side yet. They're just very aggressive.
Oh yeah, yeah. Like it took a while to get those add-ons on. We do have Stim on the way for YanXI. WhiteIdra, it does seem like he is going for, yeah, there's a second factory, so he's going to be going more for a mech style.
Nice. We'll see how this works. I'm not too sure if you can pull this off against YanXI, who's gearing up for battle over here.
Oh yeah, like especially because like WhiteIdra, like his composition that he's going to be going for on Romanticide, like is he going to try and like go to the late game like against YanXI? Like I don't know if that's the best move. Like
right.
It's ambitious and I commend him for it, you know. It's like good on you, but like at the same time it's going to be rough.
Oh wow, that was really nice. I didn't even see that.
I didn't know that they could one shot. That was crazy.
I'm stealing that move. It's kind of like when you put a Widow Mine behind a building to where you can't see it, you know? Bermuda flying in.
Yeah.
Very sneaky, but he's got a siege up. He kind of gave himself away with the Raven and the, oh no, and the medevac.
Oh god, please. YanXI, you have to keep that Raven alive. Like, it's so valuable. Like, it basically disables, like, 2, almost 3 tanks, like, with its energy.
That was, that's the hardest thing about me playing Terran is your medevacs and your Ravens just go straight to the rally point. That's where everything else is like super slow and walks around, and I kind of did not play in his favor there. The Raven got there first and did absolutely nothing, just took all the damage.
Yeah.
He was like, here, shoot at my Raven and then I'm gonna go home.
Oh god, pretty much. Like it's the equivalent of like Protosses with like High Templar, I guess, you know. You have to make sure you babysit them a little bit. But I mean, WhiteIdra, he's doing mech things. Like he's got a sensor tower up, you know, he's starting to work on his like tank production. He's got all these Vikings. I'm really surprised that YanXI, he's not opting to go for any Vikings at all. He's like, you know what? Yeah.
I would really like if WhiteIdra went for more Liberators here.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
He's got 1 in there, which is really good, but if he had like 3 or 4, then he could completely zone out the Marines and siege, but there's definitely no ground army here for him, so gonna have to drop these Vikings at some point if the Marines decide to like move in.
Yeah, like he has to make sure he's sieged up well, and the problem is that even though he's got double factory production, he has less tanks than YanXI, which is crazy.
Loads of medevacs, but yeah, there's so much Vikings here. If he tries to go anywhere with those medevacs, could go very bad.
Oh yeah, definitely. It's a little bit scary. And I mean, the problem is that because of the sensor tower, like WhiteIdra, he should be aware completely of this, of where the army is going, so he should be pre-sieged. I say that, mate, a bit of a late reaction.
Drop off on the natural. Something's in the natural.
The Raven.
Oh, it's a Raven. Oh, and it's in between a bunch of auto turrets. It's gonna go down.
Oh god, oh god.
Oh, how's that Raven alive?
It's one shot
same
away.
Raven from before.
Yeah.
There we go. That one Liberator coming into play and completely pushing YanXI back.
Oh my god.
Now I'm starting to like this more for YanXI because he has the Hellions and an armory, so he can morph in Hellbats if those Marines get a little spicy and try and move up. Yeah, Yeah, I don't know why YanXII opted for the just straight Marines. I would assume maybe he'd get some Thors out or something.
Yeah, like he's just getting more Marauders, which again makes sense. Like when you get,
Marauder's good, yeah.
oh yeah, yeah, you can just stim forward, tank shots, and just kill everything.
Yeah. And also really take out those Hellions that or Hellbats that he's gonna morph in.
Oh yeah, yeah, definitely. Oh, this is kind of scary though. Again, WhiteIdra, he only has one sensor tower, so in the NG he's like finding ways in. But oh, he does manage to reposition in time.
I love it. It's like the pinnacle of like a TvT where like he's finding ways in and he just kind of like peeked in the door and left. It's like this is as exciting as it's gonna get in TvT. We're just gonna come down to that one big maxed out battle.
Yeah, pretty much. And the problem is that like, oh god, the Raven!
That Raven never had a chance.
God damn, at least send it home to get repaired or something. But this is getting really scary for
that
Yan.
Raven pilot failed school.
I know, I know, right?
His mom was a principal at pilot school, so she just passed him.
Oh god.
Looks like YanXII might be out of position here now.
Yeah, I mean he scans, like he sees the army, he knows where it is, but he wants to engage.
Have the Hellbat super clumped up like that though, but with the Liberators in position, he's feeling saucy and he's going in, and YanXII looks like he completely smashes. That is ridiculous. Wow.
Yeah, like YanXII, he left all his tanks alone. Like the Bio, they were completely separated. They couldn't tank for the tanks, and now all the tanks are gone. Now it's just the Bio. To be fair, he's dealing some decent damage, and he's gonna get the CC.
Yeah, but is there any way he can like actually do some counter damage, or hold off the counter attack that's gonna come from YanXII? Oh Jesus Christ, he's losing so much now.
He's losing a lot of SCVs. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that was actually pretty bad. I don't know how YanXII found that much. Wow, he's not gonna go for a counter.
Yeah, this could be this is a mistake here from WhiteIdra. Like he did well. To be fair, like he did just lose a base and an entire mineral line essentially, but he needs to realize that he reset the tank count of YanXII. Like he can go across the map, 100%.
Yeah, exactly. But also, I think knowing that he reset the tank count, he's pretty good on defense. If he just sieges his tanks up, there's no way, there's really nothing that can stop the tanks from being sieged. He's just gonna have Marines unless he tries to make like another factory. That would be crazy, but he can't possibly have the economy. He's gonna get the first tank. Liberators not really sieging up in the right position.
Tanks aren't sieging.
He's not. Yeah, the tanks aren't siege, but do they need to? Yeah, they do. They definitely need to be sieged.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. All right, he does siege. He does back YanXII off, and oh god, a little bit too greedy. They got like 2 medevacs, but I don't know if it was worth it. But there are still so many tanks here for WhiteIdra.
Yeah, and if you look at the production tab, YanXII isn't even going for tanks anymore. He's going for 5 Vikings at a time. He's going to try and out-Viking this man and then drop right on top of everything. I don't know if that's going to work, though.
Oh god, he's going to try. He's pulling all the boys to try and break this position, but there are so many tanks here for WhiteIdra. I don't know if there's going to be enough. Like, to be fair, YanXII is dealing some decent damage, but...
Wow, but now the Vikings are out in pretty high numbers. Oh, the SCVs are killing 2 tanks at the top. Oh my god. They just took out one and they're going for another. Yeah, they just killed one, number 2. Wow, those soldier SCVs.
Wow. Jesus Christ. And the Vikings even lived to protect them.
Yeah. What an interesting game here.
Oh my
god. Survive. He's not repairing it. Oh, he got the repair at the last second.
Wow.
And he dropped on the tank, but he didn't see the tank in the bushes. The old sneaky tank in the bushes trick.
Yo, WhiteIdra's been using these bushes really well. Like
I was telling you yesterday, man, these bushes need to be used a lot more. These bushes are like some slept-on gems here. I want to see pros go at it in the middle of the map.
Like WhiteIdra, he did well. The problem is that this base didn't die, and if you look at the worker count, YanXII's actually ahead. Like he's ahead in SCVs. He's equal on bases. And after losing all those tanks, it takes so long to remake them. So now YanXII's just going on forward. He's gonna be able to kill another tank. I don't know. He's looking pretty ambitious, but he drops the Vikings.
Boy, I know Marauders are really good against tanks now. Wow, I can't believe Angie brought this back. I guess, you know, it's what I said early on, the lack of some beef or some sort of meat shield in front of your tanks is crucial. And he had the Hellions, which seemed good, but they all went down pretty early, and they're super slow, so they couldn't close the gap on the Marines at all ever.
Yeah, it's one of those things where he never remade them after the first fight. Like when WhiteIdra was fighting outside the fourth, he didn't have any Hellions. It was just Tank Viking, and he knows he was so close.
He's like, yeah, he knows. He kind of sort of threw that one.
GG.
I mean, maybe even like throwing a switch of tech there at some point. My game is not loading. Okay, there it goes. That was weird. But yeah, I think he could have switched into something else. He was just stuck on the meching. Like once you see that many Marines and you're going for mech, might as well get like some Widow Mines or something, maybe, you know?
Yeah.
Throwing a Thor for tanking, something else to switch it up, because YanXII had all the time in the world to say, okay, he's going tank Viking and Hellbats. Let me just get my Marauders, and I know how to beat this.
Yeah. I do definitely think that it's just one of those things where he tunnel visioned a little bit too much. Like I want to give props to WhiteIdra because again, like he's not a pro, but he's been getting to the point where he's good enough to take games off of these guys. And he was so close to that game, right? He was so close. He almost did it. It's just a couple of things. Like one of the big things was him losing that base and losing 30 SCVs, right? To the Marines at base. Like YanXII, YanXII lost like the majority of his army, and he's like fucking like YOLO, you know, like I'm gonna do what I can with these Marines, and he did too much damage with them, you know.
Yeah, he did. I don't know how he got that much kills on the SCV. I don't know what his plan was for trying to attack with the SCVs. He was trying to get us around and like close the gap on the tanks, but I mean, YanXII couldn't cause too much damage. I would have just hid the SCVs away from it, and you know, he couldn't cause much damage if you don't pull the SCVs towards him.
Yeah, I think like he overreacted, right? I think he thought it was like scary, like, oh my god, I have to pull all the boys. Like, nah, mate, it's fine, you know, like you got this.
Yeah, I think in his mind was, if I kill all these Marines and he doesn't get away with them, then I can just go across the game and go across the map and win the game.
Yeah.
But instead, I think some of them got out, or maybe he did kill them all, but they killed way too many SCVs. And then he was second guessing his move out. And the move out came, it was only like 10 seconds later than we said he should have moved out. But those 10 seconds bought him enough time to have a great defense, planetary up, ready to go, SCVs out. But we'll see. That was a good game number one. Game number two is on Lightshade Ellie in the top left-hand corner of the map. It is the bad player for Team The Bad. And he is from Brazil, and he goes by the name of YanXII.
And in the bottom right-hand corner of Lightshade LE, we have the Mexican Terran player, the Pink Terran, representing Team Mutas. It is WhiteIdra.
Mutas. What is that?
I don't know why. I don't.
do they milk mutas and make tea out of it?
They need to stop.
Did I figure it out there? Did I do something special here, guys? I don't know. We'll see. I don't know if I want that one to stick.
Jesus. Muta tea sounds classy. It sounds like,
yeah, it does.
Yeah,
like a fancy tea, like a poached tea that you have to get on the black market, made from like illegally hunted mutas. It's the forbidden tea.
You know what? That's how they make stim.
That's how they make stim. Oh my god. Those sick humans, just like the movie Avatar.
In my mind, I went to The Last Airbender and I was like, what?
Oh.
So I was like, good. All right. Yeah, I get you. Oh god. I'm really impressed with WhiteIdra. I think he did well.
Oh yeah.
I think part of what happened last game, it goes. I 100% think he was a little bit nervous. Like We even saw in the end, like he knew he had it, right? It's one of those things where you're playing a game,
like, oh.
yeah, like you're so close to winning, you know you have it, and then it slips away, you know, like little mistakes here and there, and then yeah.
I've been there playing someone that I know is better than me, and I think I know I got him, but that's the thing that makes these players so good is really, you know, I was giving crap to YhiteIdra for not doing this and that, but he did good, and it's really hard to close out a game and deal the killing blow on someone that's that good. Like,
yeah,
that's why they're so good, because they can do things like that and still have a defense at home to hold anything you throw at them, even after you destroy their entire army.
Yeah.
And that just comes down to the fact that, you know, YhiteIdra moves that, or YanXII moves that much faster, and just got a couple more SCVs out and played it just a little bit better. But we'll see. I think YhiteIdra still has a chance here.
Yeah, he definitely has a chance. We'll see if he's able to close it out here and try and bring it to the ace match. I mean, so far he did go for the same opener. He went for triple Reapers with his Hellion, so because of that, YanXII is forced back, and this time, YanXII doesn't lose his army.
Yeah, not too bad. A good start so far for YanXII. I didn't think I'd be saying that, but better start for YanXII than last game.
100%, right? Like last game, like YhiteIdra would already be heading across the map to kill some SCVs, you know, so we already see like YanXII adapting to what his opponent's doing. It's also possible that last game YanXII's like, who even is this guy? Like, I'm gonna just you know, I would just put in, like, not even like pay too much attention. He's got like Netflix on the other side, you know, just like watching something. He's like, okay, all right, now I've got to focus.
He's watching the other streamers to see his other opponents later on in the day. But yeah, so far so good. Nothing too crazy. I did notice YhiteIdra got that third Reaper, and wow, YhiteIdra's pretty good. He got that third Reaper, and that's exactly what he needed to win this fight. I don't think YanXII expected the third Reaper.
Yeah.
Is that a thing? Who gets the third Reaper? Not like 4 Reapers. You got 3.
Yeah,
Maybe you lost one.
I think it is very just meta how it's like, right, like the normal way to do it is you get 2 and you get a Hellion, so because of that, like YhiteIdra, his production gets slowed down a little bit, but he gets like a better starting army.
That is the epitome of StarCraft. Like, what? He made 1 more Reaper? This is madness. This man is a genius.
He's crazy.
He's crazy. Which I'm still freaking out that he made 1 more Reaper. Like, who does that? Like you said, it delays his tech a little bit, but it won him that fight indefinitely, and now there's no vision from YanXII. Eventually, he'll be desperate enough to gamble and throw a scan into the main base of YhiteIdra, or maybe go on with his Raven. We'll see what he chooses, but he's going for double Raven here, so maybe that would have helped YanXII last time too if he interference matrix like 2 or 3 tanks. You could have won more tank battles, but I like the Raven play here.
Yeah, well, it's one of those things where last game he had that 1 Raven and it literally did nothing. Like it just died. It wasn't able to utilize its energy in any way. I think it threw down an auto turret in a mineral line and killed like 4 SCVs, but other than that, it just wasn't too much damage at all. Now he's gonna have 2, so it's gonna be a lot more better with his main army. And he did scan, so he did see that YhiteIdra wasn't being ultra aggressive. His third base is so much faster compared to YanXII's. So YhiteIdra, he's playing this a little bit more economic.
Yeah, and I'm trying to see how that ended up happening. I mean, no offense to YhiteIdra, but I know he's not just faster than YanXII, but yeah, it looks like...
Yep. He's talking about, I don't know if you saw, but the YanXII had a Widowmine here in the center.
Yeah. Oh, he didn't see it. YhiteIdra didn't see it. He's like, what was that? Why are my things dead?
Yeah.
I love this. Those bushes are my favorite.
They're a lot of fun. They're a lot of fun, definitely. They need to be used
not when
more.
they work against me. Yeah, not when they work against me, but they are fun when I 12 pull a Terran and I don't take a different route with my Lings and we just battle it out in the bushes. But it's funny, I've been seeing Terrans with their Reaper, they'll like go in the bushes and then throw a grenade and back up and like launch all your Lings out of the bushes, and he'll just start mowing them down like he's rabbit hunting. Like, without a Widowmine, good play. I'll do that too.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Oh my god, I love it.
I mean, not only can you not see the little burrow mark, like if you guys don't know, when a Widowmine's burrow, there's a little burrow mark on the ground, which you can normally see, especially in this white snow or whatever it is on this ground. But in there you can't see it, and then I don't know if you can see the line of fire as well. Like you'll just see half of it. That's technicals, but I'm interested to see like how defined it is to see the line, because those things come into play. But obviously these players probably have the lowest graphic settings so they can see everything pixelated.
Yeah. That's typically how it's done.
Not fun to watch, but it happens to help you see things better.
Oh yeah, it removes a bunch of like the excess like textures and foliage, so it just gives you the basics, and it makes it a lot clearer to see certain things, to see like DTs invisible and things like that as well.
DTs and observers.
Yeah.
I have a pretty crappy computer, so I always have the low graphic settings, but I catch every observer. Your whole screen just starts turning a weird color. You see like everything morphing. Oh no, not the Ravens. What was he doing there?
I'm shocked.
Actually, no, this is good. He risked the Ravens. He threw down all these auto turrets. The auto turrets for free took out all the Vikings while simultaneously dropping his Vikings in the mineral line, cutting off the reinforcements from stopping. And those Vikings can just pick up and get out of there. Even take out the... Maybe
almost. I mean, they're fighting just the straight up SCVs, and so many SCVs are going down, just like last time. Eventually, everything will get cleaned up, but at the cost of 20 SCVs.
That was sick. He risked his two fully full of energy Ravens there, and he completely walled off the reinforcements. That was next level. I've never seen that.
Yeah, it was really risky, but in the end, YanXII, he ended up moving all his Vikings over the turrets, right? And because of that, he lost all his Vikings. Like, if he was a little bit more careful, maybe he could have saved a couple of his units and been able to defend the Vikings a little bit better. But
honestly, with his Vikings, he could have just ignored the turrets, like backed up, gone around, and then dropped his Vikings with his SCVs in the battle and won that. But simultaneously, YanXII was threatening with tanks at the third, so I get why it's rough. Did that Widow Mine end up hitting? I didn't see
that's why all the Marines that were injured at the front. So it did end up landing, but the Marines did end up surviving.
They're all hopped up off stem. They don't feel it.
Yeah, that mutity.
Yeah, that mutity. That was a street name before they used it militarily, before they militarized the drugs.
Exactly. And now we're in a position where YanXII's got so much going for him. Oh my god, he just lost all his Marines, just going a little bit too far forward.
Yeah, I got way too greedy there, and now there's nothing to stop the Liberators. The Marines can try and move up, but the tanks are in range, and YanXII's gonna have to back up. He's moving in with the Marines just to draw some of the fire away from his tanks and just to salvage what he can. And he did deny this fourth base from going down, but he himself does not have a fourth base.
Yeah.
Floats over, that'd be secured.
He's only just now floating it over. Meanwhile, at the same time, YanXII is also floating over his, and we see he even has a fifth base ready. Jesus.
Oh my god! Wow, he's doing good. I'm a fan.
This is what I mean. Also, you know what? Shout out to YanXII. He's also a sub to the channel as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He's all over the place. He's great. He's beautiful. He's from the land of Mexico, and he's doing well here against YanXII again because he's going for this mech style. Like, he needs a really good economy to afford all of this, but he has to be careful because all the bio is coming in.
Why is he not siege?
Oh god, he's sieging up.
Oh, that was such a late siege, and the tanks are in range. The tanks are going to auto-fire on the Marines and the Marauders, and that's going to allow YanXII's tanks to get the favorable volleys off first. And even second, he got about 2 or 3 volleys off on the tanks before getting hit. And Liberators siege up and get 1 tank, and I don't know who won there. Nobody really wins in the TvT.
You know what's crazy? I don't know if you noticed, in the middle of that, there was a ghost. We have more ghosts on the way. Mate, we got nukes on the way.
Yeah, I saw the ghost in that. I was wondering what that strat was.
Hey.
Nukes, that's beautiful if he's able to even pull one off.
Exactly, that's crazy. Like, what is he even doing? Like, I mean, nukes, they're great against mech because mech is, like, you know, really stationary. Against bio, I mean, it's gonna be great to harass, I guess. I would love to see how YanXII like uses them.
I would just like to say, look at the upgrades in weapons and armor. YanXII is +2 pretty much everything, going into +3 for his Marines, as to where YanXII just has +1 on his mechanical units.
Yeah, he's really lacking in that. He actually has Cloak on his Ghost. He prioritized that over any upgrades.
Yeah, we haven't seen a Marine made. I'm surprised I think he just has the 1 barracks making the Ghost. One barracks, one ghost at a time, and look at that. That's a soldier.
Oh my god.
Oh no way! On the retreat?
What?
Wait.
What? Oh,
No way.
Is he gonna get it?
No
is he
way.
gonna get it?
No way.
Is he actually
No
gonna
way.
get it? Does he see?
Oh, okay. No, wait. He's gonna get.
Oh.
Okay. Not as satisfying as I expected. That one might be.
Yeah. That's.
This is why I don't want to get excited for these nukes, because they don't land all the time. It's very rare that one actually lands and hits something.
Well, I'm just surprised that he was going for the army. Like when you see nukes in a TvT, it's usually like either you do it on tanks to force them to unsiege or to harass, right?
I think if he would have done it on a base, he would have been way better off, because that third base looks a little bit unscathed. Like it doesn't look like it's got too much defense over there for the third. The fourth is it's pretty well defended. It's planetary with a turret near it. Third, it looks pretty simple, but now he's getting that very fast fifth base, and he's gonna find it. He's walking past it with Hellions, and he stops it from being made.
I love this. So he's delaying this base. Meanwhile, he's getting his own fifth. Like WhiteIdra, he's expanding all over the place. He forces the denial as well, looking to try and do some harass because it's a planetary. I don't know if these Hellions are gonna do too much.
I hope he goes to that third, because it's completely uncontested.
I'm just surprised he doesn't have blue flame.
What is he doing?
Oh, they just got moved a little bit.
Yeah, that's what happened. An attack on the fifth. That base is not going to get out of there. No way. Ooh. And this is leaving a huge opening for the Doom drop. And with that 22 SCVs went down, I don't know why he was so damn saturated over there.
Yeah.
22
SCVs do go down. I'm just really... Oh my god, is it going to stay alive? Repair! Repair! It's so good! Please!
Rip.
Repair! He's getting on it!
Rip!
Oh.
Saved.
Wow.
What a save.
Jesus Christ.
Now, are these things piloted by one person? Or is it kind of like the Death Star? Is it like a whole team of people running it?
I'd like to think it's like the Death Star, right?
Right? There's like a bunch of people running around like, we're going down. Call someone to fix us. And everyone on the Death Star is just freaking out.
Yeah.
Everyone's looking at the pilot like, what are you doing? Fly to the SCVs. Oh, that's unfortunate. Is he going to get one medevac?
No
medevac. But it does kind of zone out the army. He can't siege up there. Just what is he doing? He's gonna kill his own.
He's nuking himself, literally. Oh my god, that poor ghost.
The suicidal ghost. Wait, how does a ghost die? It's a ghost.
Oh my god. And I mean, at this point, YanXII, like he's gotten to the point where he's maxed out. We were talking about the upgrades earlier as well. Like he's got all the upgrades he needs. YanXII, he's struggling a little bit more, and he's trying to keep up. Again, like the ghost play is fun. It's not really working out for him, but
also YanXII can't really attack into this. WhiteIdra's not bad, man. He's pretty good.
Yeah. Oh, he does land the majority of his Vikings. He realizes, he respects the amount of Vikings that YanXII has, as well as his upgrades. And now, oh god, the libs.
Oh no, that's it. That's game. Oh, that's rough. There's more ghosts coming out. Where are the nukes gonna go down at? Oh my god, that's it.
Yeah.
Wait, what's going on here? Why is he taking his army elsewhere?
All the tanks are going to go down. Meanwhile, I think he's going for a base trade, maybe, or maybe just trying to reposition. We'll see. Oh my god, he's pulling the boys.
Oh my gosh. No, the tanks, he jumped right in all the liberators. And they did not get to live to see another day. GG, bro, is called. GL is also called. And YanXII is the winner. In a very interesting game, number one. Well played by WhiteIdra. And yeah, YanXII makes him sound like an experiment, so I kind of like calling him that.